Hello students, how are you? Hope you people have understood the first module of this chapter. Welcome back to the second module of the same chapter, that is the chemical effects of electric current. Children, in the first module we learnt about the electrical conductivity and the conductivity in liquid and water. Here in this module we would be learning about the electrolysis. Now, what is electrolysis? Electrolysis is a process by which an electric current is passed through a substance that causes a chemical change. Now, what is a chemical change? The chemical change is one in which the substance loses or gains an electron. Well, loses electron or gains electron to make a bond and produce a new substance. Now, let us understand the various components of the electrolytic cell. The cell that conducts electricity in the presence of ions is said to be an electrolyte, and the whole setup is said to be an electrolytic cell. So let us know the first component of the cell, that is the battery. The battery are connected to the electrodes that completes the circuit for the flow of electric current through the electrolyte. Then the electrodes. These are the rods made up of a conducting material. The electrode that is connected to the negative terminal of the battery is said to be the cathode, and the one that is connected to the positive terminal of the battery is said to be as anode, like the one shown in this figure. Well, the last component of the electric current is the electrolyte. The electrodes that are dipped into a solution are called electrolyte. It contains ions for the passage of electricity, and the positively charged ions are said to be the cations, whereas the negatively charged ions are said to be as anions, as given in the above figure. When unlike charges attract and like charges repel, we all know this by standard 6. Now, during electrolysis, the cations in the electrolyte being positively charged are attracted towards the negatively charged cathode and move towards it, whereas anions being negatively charged are attracted to the positively charged anode and move towards it. Now, this is how the ions moved in the electrolytic cell and conducts electricity during the process of electrolysis. Now, let us understand the chemical effects of electric current through this short video.
Chemical effects of electric current. The passing of electric current through liquids or conducting solutions causes chemical reaction. More importantly, chemical activity may occur in the liquids around the electrodes. Bubbles of gas are formed, deposits of metal may be seen, and changes of color may occur on the electrodes. This reaction depends on what liquids and electrodes are used. The passing of electric current through a liquid causes chemical changes. This process is known as electrolysis.
So, the most common applications of electrolysis are electroplating, refining of metals and extraction of metals, out of which we would be learning about electroplating briefly in this module.
Many applications, there is a need of metallic coating. Your new bicycle has shiny handlebar and wheel rims. However, if it undergo accidental scratch, you can see a dull surface behind a shiny surface. Girls and women are using ornaments which appear to be made of gold. However, after some days, the coating goes off, exposing the actual metal. There are many such applications where you can find coating of one metal over other. The principle behind making coating of one metal over the other is called electroplating. Let's learn about it with the following activity. When electric current is passed through copper sulfate solution, there is dissociation of copper sulfate. Dissociation signifies separation of positively charged copper ion from negatively charged sulfate ion. Being positively charged, the copper ions get attracted towards the negatively charged copper plate, where the ion receives electrons and get neutralized. At the same time, electrons get pulled by the positive terminal of a battery from the copper plate connected to the positive terminal. As a result, a neutral copper atom gets converted to iron. The iron move in solution. Can we say copper atoms move from plate connected to positive terminal to the plate connected to the negative terminal? Yes, absolutely. The process continues as long as current flows through the solution, making a coat of copper on the plate connected to the negative terminal. Such a process of depositing a layer of any desired metal on another material by means of electricity is called electroplating. It is one of the most common applications of chemical effects of electric current.
Electroplating has several important applications, as we have already seen few of them in the previous video. The others are jewelry makers electroplate less expensive metals with silver or gold. Chromium plating is done on many objects such as car parts, bath taps, bicycle handlebars, wheel rims, and etc. to give the shiny appearance. Tin-coated iron cans are used to store food as it prevents food from coming into the direct contact with the iron, thus protecting it from getting spoiled. Last, iron corrodes and rusts in the presence of oxygen. So to prevent this, iron objects are usually protected by electroplating zinc by the process called galvanization. And what is galvanization? It is a process of coating steel or iron with zinc, with the help of which the underlying metal eventually will not rust and corrode. So up till here, I guess you have understood the topic well and you have understood the complete chapter properly. Hope you people are doing well and doing good in your exams and the other studies. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.